This is a classic battle between a lion and a buffalo, a fierce battle between the two sides that is intense and never-ending. So, to protect his child, Leo took a risk to get a full meal. When the war ended, a lioness was seriously injured and severely disabled. On the other side, a buffalo and a calf paid with their precious lives. The buffalo was aggressive on the grass, quite aggressive, but the lions were very brave, leaving no room for anything, just wanting to quickly end the fight, striking very decisively and boldly, killing the two animals. The lion was hanged at the buffalo. Their upper and lower bodies are completely exposed to the attack of the buffalo's front legs, within range. This is an extremely dangerous behavior for a lion. If not careful, the buffalo can step on its limbs and even puncture its throat. Like the situation in the picture now, once the two front legs holding the buffalo's neck are broken by the buffalo, and the buffalo bows its head to load up, the lion can be impaled like a skewer. Fortunately, this female has enough accumulation and anticipation to predict the buffalo's next move, and deal fatal damage from the buffalo with an elastic smile. But the lions did not give up because of the danger, but fought even more courageously until the buffalo fell. Let's review the account here. The buffalo suddenly turned around and threw the lion back 2 centimeters. The lion did not expect the buffalo to learn how to go around corners. The buffalo chased away the lion and turned back to look at the lion. There was also his bull brother there. The baby cow is in dire need of urgent assistance. As soon as the ferocious buffalo rushed forward, it faced the ground for a moment and the emperor electrocuted the lions to stand aside, which was the buffalo. This action caused the female lion to break her front paw, and completely change from a 4-wheeled vehicle to a 3-wheeled vehicle, shaking violently. The brave solidarity of the buffalo herd made the lions pay a heavy price, especially the female lion, with broken bones, a pride of lions. But if unfortunately abandoned by the lions, the ending will be quite tragic. And the buffalo is not much better. The buffalo was initially crushed and strangled by the lion. And the calf on the ground is also a teacher. How to choose a path on this dangerous step ultimately depends on your strength. As long as the 2 legs don't get out of the car, they're safe. Because the tiger had no interest in them at all, the tiger wanted to take the waterway not far away and put it in his pocket. I saw the tiger flash, weigh nearly 200 kilograms of water and then fall. The tiger bit the throat of the water. No matter how much it struggled, even though it kicked its 7 limbs across the sky, the tiger still lay down and locked its throat firmly like a old dog. Doesn't even move his neck. Just tell me whether Jin is strong or not. Even if Wusong from Jingaiangang comes, he will definitely have to increase 3 times. Tiger's throat lock is simple. The university is facing the throat of the waterway. If you enter the river, it doesn't take half a second to urinate. The waterway will disappear. The breath will be completely cold. Next, it's time for the tiger to cook. The tiger is the king of animals and doesn't worry about being eaten by other predators. It calms down and settles down. The next step is to wash its butt in the stream of water. The tiger only lightly licked the waterline and the fur on the buttocks was shaved off. That's because the tiger's tongue has a sharp knife that can easily clean the animal's fur. If you are lucky enough to be licked by a tiger, then congratulations. It proves that at this point you have finished beating Milo's butt. The tiger has adjusted Milo's body. It was clear that he wanted to finish everything before slowly starting to enjoy the food. It must be said that Tiger is very special in cooking, but no matter how elegant Tiger is, high class still cannot escape Tao Gang's hands. This may be the path all carnivores must take. Of course, in addition to the handsome crocodile Leo Lin, for lions or tigers, the prey's soft anus is even more suitable for sisters to bite each other to quickly eat the prey's internal organs and large intestines. The soft, smooth internal organs are a favorite dish of carnivores. The tiger eats very delicately, with a red pinch on its mouth that makes it look like it is eating porridge. And the tiger is clearly not a myth. At Mingzhu, he ate a few pieces of meat. He went to the pond to eat a few dishes and then went down. If he had a good project, he would place it on the African savanna. In the second minute, let the tiger know what you mean. After Lin and Kung gives you a bath, the hair in the water every day is ignored. Dad hugged his waist, tilted his head and kept his back to the leopard, ready to be kicked by the leopard at any time. The only mechanism Cheetah had was to predict his thoughts. He did not follow the zebra blindly, but circled the zebra, ready to wait for an opportunity. On the contrary, the zebra was powerless to do anything to the little zebra that was lying on the ground and choking. It could only stomp its feet and act nervous until it had done many laps on the leopard. It remembered that it could use its mouth to bite the leopard to death. The tricks he often used to treat his fellow humans were used on the leopard, and the effect was surprisingly good. The slender cheetah couldn't stand the zebra's bite, so he used it to deal with the leopard. Open your mouth and jump down. But that doesn't change anything for the little zebra. When the zebra left, the leopard immediately turned around and strangled the little zebra again. 6 large zebras on one side at close range witnessed all this, but they did not know what kind of lions they were, and formed some kind of tacit understanding with the two-legged beasts. Whenever there are four-wheeled vehicles, lions will always approach intentionally or unintentionally. When in danger, they will stay next to the four-wheel drive vehicle. This behavior is somewhat arrogant, and also makes the African buffalo team have an incomprehensible fear of two-legged and four-wheeled wild animals. When lions actively hunt, they will also use four-wheeled vehicles as cover. Just like there was a distance between him and the two-legged beast, it was a cooperative relationship. The zebras in front of us suffered a lot because of that. Because they were shielded by two-legged animals, they did not notice that two lionesses had come up behind them. The obvious result was that in a moment a zebra was trapped by the teacher. The zebra was frightened by the lion's sudden appearance, and the other zebras also ran away to escape. But what was surprising was that they did not run far away, but after confirming that their comrades were choking, they not only did not step forward to rescue their comrades like African buffaloes rescuing comrades, but also stood still and watched the march in shock. Old feet. Maybe zebras are inherently selfish animals, or maybe they are too smart, knowing that lions already have food in their hands so they can be sure that they are absolutely safe at this time. Should not it make sense to run away this time? But what they don't know is that next time Leo's target will most likely be their turn. This is not intelligence but being deceived by intelligence. This is definitely the bravest wildebeest in history. You must know that he is facing the most cruel African gangster king. In order to save his child that was just born not long ago, he has ignored your own safety, and want to fight to the end died with the hunting dogs. I saw the horned wildebeest continuously retreating and then rushing towards the fire. At this moment, he just wanted to stab the hunting dog in the stomach with his sharp horns, but she loved her son so much that she was afraid of using too much force and accidentally injuring her son. So the wildebeest's attack looks brave and invincible, but it is actually a hoax. He just wanted to use this method to scare the hounds into loosening their jaws, thereby creating a chance for the calves on the ground to escape. But how could a hunting dog that had been through many battles not know how old it was? Maybe he doesn't value this horned wildebeest at all. From the perspective of hunting dogs, this type of herbivore fighting alone cannot make any waves. At this time, the hunting dog did not want to be entangled with the wildebeest for too long, so it picked up the calf Zero, intending to lead the dog away. But the wildebeest is not ready to give up his young. He rushed towards the hound again, but the hound's agile movements perfectly avoided the dumbbell's attack twice. In the end, the wildebeest could only watch as the hunting dogs left. Why do hyenas think wildebeests can't make waves? After watching the following scene, you will know what it is like to have nothing to do with yourself. This is the year that 3 cheetah brothers come together to face the wildebeest. Compared to common antelopes, medium-sized prey such as cheetahs or wildebeests are quite difficult. Fortunately, they are united and have a clear division of labor. Ultimately, they control the wildebeest, and the unified cheetah project behind this wildebeest stand is particularly evident. What if she turns around and runs away out of fear? It's still forgivable. What is puzzling is that instead of running away, he stood still and watched his companion being strangled without taking any action. In this way, in the cold and cruel corner, even millions of people cannot pose a threat to predators. On the contrary, it makes the cheetahs more unscrupulous in their harvesting methods of them. It's no exaggeration to say that wildebeest is a moving buffet. What can be said? The disunited NIU ling was eventually eaten because he asked,